What's up, guitar friends? Welcome back to a new episode of James Brady Guitar. This week we're going to learn Breaking the Law by Judas Priest. Breaking the Law! Judas Priest. This is an all-time metal classic. This came out on the album British Steel in 1980, a landmark album for heavy metal. If you haven't listened to it, please go ahead and do that. So this song is going to offer us some really cool parts that we can learn. The intro is a really cool single note riff. We'll stretch our fingers out a little bit, and it's really fun to play. It's really not that hard. The verse is super simple, got some power chords going on, a lot of open space, and then our chorus is going to be cool because it gets us palm muting pretty heavy, and we get a good stretch from the open A kind of power chord all the way up to the 14th fret where there's an E and A sort of stab that we're going to do, and that's going to give us some range. So it's a fun song to play, easy song to play, but it has some good parts there for beginners that we can challenge ourselves and get some learning done. Let's do this. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we got to tune up. This song is in standard. E, A, D, G, B, E. We've gone over that before. And this song is in A minor. So that's going to be our A minor chord is our root. So this. And let's get started. The beginning of our song is probably the most fun part, which also comes back in the end, which is our outro. So it's our single note riff. We're playing off of the A minor scale here. So the first part goes like this. It's open A. Your 5th string, and then it's going to be 2nd fret and 3rd fret. It's going to go like so. The whole first couple of notes, and then we're going to do that again. So that's pretty much the first part. It's just, and then our next variation is going to work off of the F. So our root note is here. 1st fret on the E string, we're going to use our index finger, and it's a bit of a stretch here. We're going to go 1, then 3 to the G, and 5 to the A. Now, if you're having trouble doing the stretch, you can go 1, 3, and then open A. You can do that too, but do try to get the stretch because it will help you in the long run, and it'll help your hand muscles and stuff. So it goes 1, 3, 5. So. And how we end it the 3rd time is we come back down to our 3rd fret or on the 6th string, our G note there, and then 3rd fret on the A, and then 2nd fret on the A. So the second phrase goes like this. So all together, slow. We're up to speed, a little distortion, getting this angry. Sweet. All right, next part is our verse. Verse is very simple. We're just using simple power chords here. So we're going to use our A power chord, which is 5th fret on the 6th string. So right here, so A note. And then 7th fret on the A, 7th fret on the D. All the chords in the verse are pretty much held open, they ring out. So we're gonna hit an A, then we're gonna do a little kind of palm mute chug, like that. And we're gonna then hit the C, which is 3 on the A, then 5 and 5 on the D and G strings. Same kind of palm mute pick up there, and then we're going to do a G power chord. So that's G, 3rd fret on our E string, then 5th fret on our A, 5th fret on our D, like so. So our first part of the verse goes like this. Simple enough. Second part is we're gonna go all the way up here to this F power chord. So that's gonna be our 8th fret on the A string, then 10th fret on the D, 10th fret on the G. And the chord after that is back down to this C. So again, that's the 3rd fret on the A, 5th fret, and 5th fret on the D and the G strings. So the second phrase goes like this. And our very last chord is an E power chord. So that's 7th fret on our A, 9th fret, and 9th fret on our D and G strings. Goes like this. So our whole second phrase is and there's that pause right there. We leave the silent space, and then we're gonna get into our chorus. All right, our chorus is probably the next most fun part next to the intro, 'cause it's just not many songs you get to just palm mute one chord the entire time for a chorus, but it's super cool. So right after that E note in our verse, we have that rest, and then we just start palm muting 8th notes on our A power chord. So it's open, and 2nd fret on the D and G, like that. So it's just so it's 8th notes, right? So in the first go around, we do 15 hits on the A chord, and then we're gonna do this stab up here. It's E and an A note. It's on our 14th frets on our D and G strings. So it's pretty much this chord here, just the octave, right? So it's another A chord, essentially. So we just count them out and we go. So you hear the second time, there's 2 stabs, so we end a little bit earlier and then hit those 2. And that's pretty much your chorus. The only thing you have to sort of remember is when you're going back to the verse, so when we hit these 2 stabs at the end, you're gonna hit 1, and your second one is actually the beginning of your verse, so you wanna hit this A power chord. So I'll show you what I mean. It goes like this. So there you can see the end of the chorus sort of bleeds into the beginning of the verse. And that's it. So that is Breaking the Law. Crank that amp up, get that riff going. It's super fun to play. If you haven't, also check out the music video. It is such classic, old school, cheesy metal video. It's great. I also don't suggest actually breaking the law, because you will be put in jail, and that would suck. And that would really hinder our learning relationship here on YouTube. Speaking of which, please subscribe to the channel. I'll be here every week with all your guitar needs. So subscribe, like, comment, do all that good stuff. I'll be here. Thanks for spending time with me. Rock on.